Kochie's Business Builders is proudly supported by our partners who are putting small business first.
This week on Kochie's Business Builders, a new digital publication helping consumers make better decisions about the food they eat. An accidental startup that started during the global pandemic, and how you can start a business even in a time of crisis. Welcome to our special series of Kochie's Business Builders, where we're putting small business first. This week, we're talking about how to start a business even in a time of crisis. It's a topic that's particularly close to my heart because I've also launched a new business during the COVID-19 lockdown. Back in March, with all that mounting uncertainty about the economy and life in general, we decided to push ahead with AusBiz, Australia's only dedicated business and market streaming service. And after a lot of nerve-wracking hurdles, it is starting to look pretty good. If you want to try it out, go to ausbiz.com.au or download the app from the App Store. Let's meet another business owner who has also decided to take that leap of faith in a time of crisis.
Hi, my name's Moira. I'm the founder and editor of Eativity. Eativity is an independent Australian food publication dedicated to keeping consumers in the know and helping small producers grow. So I first came up with the idea for Eativity a few years ago when I was working quite inflexible hours as a journalist and news producer. As a solo parent, at the time I was relying heavily on my mother to care for my 7-year-old twins, which really played hard on my mother's guilt. Unlike most of these types of stories though, because you do hear about them a lot, I didn't quit corporate life, move to the bush and start my own business. What I actually did was go out and find a different job that offered workplace flexibility. What this did was allow me to be a mum to my kids, as well as start to pursue my passions, one of which is food. It just made sense to marry my experience as a journalist and TV producer with something that I was really, really passionate about. As a brand new publication, the Eativity team is still pretty small. I lean heavily on my advisory board and am currently outsourcing sales and PR on a contract basis. Once the business grows and gains traction in the market, I'd love to build the team up and work more closely with people who also share my same passion for food and Australian produce.
What a great looking publication about something we're all embracing a little bit more now since COVID-19 restrictions hit. Maybe we shouldn't. To find out how she did it, Eativity founder and editor Moira joins me in the studio. Moira, thanks for joining us. What prompted you to start this business in the first place?
More and more people were being forced into their homes, working from home, schooling from home. People were in front of screens more than ever. I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to actually try and build the audience, which was one of the first things with any digital publication you need to do before, of course, you can take it to market. And as well as that, people were in their homes, they were cooking more, they were eating more, unfortunately, for some of us, which is not always good. But it was the perfect time to really highlight our core value, which was really bringing that provenance to plate and helping people better understand where their food is coming from and the process that it goes through before they eat it.
So you made the decision to go ahead. What did you have to do to actually practically get the business up and going?
Well, as you know, Kochie, most businesses start with a great idea, and at that point, that is almost what it still was. I had, over the previous 12 months, engaged a web developer to build the digital website for me, but the actual business itself hadn't been set up. So I started by making an appointment with my accountant and working out whether I wanted to be a sole trader, a business or a company. Once we worked that out, we took the next step, which was, of course, to get an ABN or an ACN, register the business with ASIC, and then go about actually getting insurances and then finally putting an ad out to get some staff.
And this is really a side hustle, a passion project of yours. You have a full-time job working here in my business. How did you balance that time management to get it to market?
Well, Kochie, as you would know, with so many fingers in different pies, it all comes down to good time management and some serious planning. So each morning I dedicate an hour to my side hustle before I actually get the kids ready for school and make my way out to the office or work from home for my full-time job. Also in the evenings, I dedicate another hour or two to working on the business, as well as weekends. I'm really strict with the time that I dedicate towards it. I don't want to burn the candle at both ends, and I know as a business owner, I can't do everything, so I make sure I delegate the tasks that will take me too long to do to people who will be more efficient with them or who can do them rapidly or easily.
So instead of getting bored during lockdown, you started your own business. I love it. Good on you, Moira. It's a great example of what can be achieved if you put your mind to it and make sure you do it right from the very start. Build those foundations. All right, thanks for sharing your story.
Thanks, Kochie. Thanks so much.